You are now watching the whimsically works of Arc Wizard CJ. If you enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe.
So these last few videos have been centered around this turmoil between me and this relatively small YouTuber, an individual who off first glance I left impartial criticism for on a single video, and I didn't really think anything twice of it. However, through his actions, reactions, and blatant lies, disrespect, manipulation, and generally toxic content, I realized something. He is the perfect catalyst for a message I've been trying to relate to this community for months. I tried to do it with Noah C, and I had an entire script planned out, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was 16 pages long, and it broke down everything wrong with this community, along with my criticisms on Noah and another small YouTuber. But I never followed it up, because plainly speaking, if I can be real with you, I lost interest for an abundance of reasons, both personal and pertaining to the video and the message itself. But that is a video for another day in itself. Now I gotta ask a few things before we really get into it. I ask that you watch the video to its completion. Don't skim it, don't watch it in half dip. I ask that you really take the time to analyze what I say and analyze it thoroughly. I ask that you throw away your biases. If you hate me or Killjoy, even though it's mostly going to be me because this entire situation somehow a lot of people painted me as the marauder, I want you to take those emotions and quell them and listen to this video as logically as possible. Then take what is said here and judge based on the evidences at hand. And finally, I ask that you listen. I desire people to have genuine intellectual curiosity. I don't want you letting this information go in one ear and out the other. I want you to actually assess what I'm saying and save your comments for the very end. Don't fucking run to the comment section like these keyboard philosophers and squirt out hot diarrhea that you think is prophetic and intuitive because you jump to conclusions faster than Barry Allen can bust a fucking nut. With that being said, let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the 4th installment of this relatively popular series. This is what a scrub looks like. Now I know what you're probably thinking. CJ, why would you give this nigga the time of day? His relevance to your channel is equivalent to an astronaut farting in space. His channel was its own entity until you got involved. Why are you so concerned with his meddling and feel the need to respond? Oh, I'm fine. I've been fine. This beef has halted nothing. I hit 18k subs on the 28th, and the morning after I had about 200 more, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit 19k in the first week of 2018. It's everybody else, the little nigga. I'll explain what I mean by that when I'm ready. That's the thing though. All of my reactions, my comments, my enthusiasm on the matter in regards, exaggerated. It was only a handful of people that actually noticed, and that kind of bummed me out. But the last few videos I've been operating entirely different from how I've been operating the past 8 months. It was really disappointing such a small amount of people even noticed, but honestly that just proves my point even further. In order to make this shit relevant enough to warrant a video like this one, I had to feed into the blight. I had to give him recognition and had to acknowledge his existence before I could do what I've wanted to do since that initial comment, which is expose this lying, contemptible, and hypocritical piece of shit for the snake he is, and in doing so, shed light on one of the biggest issues For Honor has had as a whole for the longest time, if I'm honest. So I stirred the pot. Every time there was an opportunity to make public what should be private matters, I took it. Every time there was an opportunity to end this controversy and let bygones be bygones, I skipped it. Every time there was an opportunity to promote myself and put down someone else, I ran with it. You're probably thinking, wow, CJ, that is really fucking sleazy, bro. What the fuck, bro? If you're thinking that and you're a fan of Killjoy, that tells me you haven't watched any of his videos prior to all of this, because that's exactly who I've been mimicking this entire time. From the self-righteous comments to the publicity of everything that could have been solved in private, down to the way I formatted my video. You got the character walking around with no HUD, I flashed some screenshots and showed a 1v1, and the entire production was inspired off inconsequential beef. When have I ever done that before? When on the entirety of this channel have I ever done something that wasn't either followed up with evidence on the matter or my philosophy on the matter? Never. I always have a reason for why I do or don't like shit. I never just upload a vid telling people something negative without either explaining myself or possibly mocking myself. So this is the part where I explain. But before I truly break down the situation, I understand there's a possibility this video will reach the ears of people completely uninvolved with the situation. And I want to make sure everyone involved knows exactly what I'm talking about. So let's take it from the beginning. So this entire situation, why did it start and where? I was just cruising down YouTube when I noticed Top Ramen Shaman, an individual who I actually have high regard for, stepped into the live stream of this at the time random ass nigga named Killjoy. I checked it out. He seemed like a decent dude for the 3 minutes I watched, so I do like I do with a lot of these smaller channels, and I peeped his content. And in a few videos, he mimicked my titles, he used some of my epithets, he even name dropped me in one saying he wished to make a series similar to this one. So I came to the conclusion that this guy looks up to me, a conclusion he confirmed with his own verbal consent at a later altercation. However, his content was, let's just say I really didn't like what I saw. So me realizing he admires me, I figured if I left a fair yet blunt criticism on his channel, he would get the memo. Why sugarcoat the message when I could just explain exactly why I'm in disagreement with, which I hoped at the time would help him assess his own content and hopefully make adjustments so that he doesn't make the same mistakes again. Well, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Killjoy Roger made an entire comment thread, a video, and about 2 live streams where I was the topic of discussion off a single comment. This entire situation was started, stirred, reinstituted, and sprouted from one person taking advantage of one single comment, yet has the audacity to say, I'm beating a dead horse because I want to make a video on it. No one realizes this. I literally didn't say anything that entire time. In fact, before I even said anything, I went to Top Ramen Shaman while live streaming and asked him if Killjoy was a friend, hoping that maybe he could shed some light on the situation, to which Top replied, hey, that's not my man's B. So I said, okay, I'll proceed. I left an initial comment that he immediately pinned on his channel, which anyone who's not purposely trying to justify that action can clearly see that this was not only a calculated move, shitty one on his part, but very clearly a passive-aggressive nod for his fans to attack me, right? In fact, he did it twice, and the second time he did it, I was taken aback by the situation. I'm gonna admit you, man, I was thrown off. But when I stopped to realize why, I was so insulted by the action. Not me personally, but I was insulted by how dumb he thinks you are. You, the viewer. And I will gladly explain what I mean in due time. But for now, let's explore the comment that left Killjoy in such a stupor. Honestly, from a viewer's perspective, you seem more toxic than the individuals you encounter. Like, yes, they're cancerous dickheads, and I know first base is the double standard the internet has of constantly bombarding you with negativity and expecting you to just roll it off your back. But if I'm gonna talk shit, I'm gonna be blunt about it. No good fights, no passive-aggressive taunting, no stirring the pot with messages. These people are a check and a learning experience, nothing more. Stop holding them in such a high regard and feel like you need to explain yourself. Limo, god damn it, fuck. Put a limo at the end, god fucking damn it. And what I found interesting was both videos on the comment had nothing to do with the comment as a whole, rather the first line. Yet his immediate response in the thread itself tackled the conversation and the comment as a whole.
Yes, and then he goes on to say, I pinned the comment. Yeah, I did. I mean, come on, who wouldn't?
First off, bro, you're a grown ass man. You are not a child. You have no excuse. I left a neutral fucking comment. There's a responsibility that you as a YouTuber with an audience must hold up to, keeping in mind that by making any public notion whatsoever, it is no longer about you or the person you're dealing with, rather it is now between the two audiences. Even Shadow knew to respect confidentiality. When he called out Rockdog, he kept everything surrounding the situation to a low key. And the only reason anyone knew Rockdog even 1v1'd him is because Rockdog posted it, and you can see the devastation it caused his channel, which is why I made that live stream in the first place. I couldn't stand watching a kid get shitted on being a 15-year-old on the internet. He's goofy as hell, but his heart was in the right place, Brody. But I digress, that has nothing to do with the situation. When I saw you immediately pin that comment, I knew it was one of two reasons why. A, you were going to use my comment against me somehow, whether it be a video or you responding to it in an unnecessary fashion. You did both, by the way. Or B, you didn't read what I said and you pinned my comment out of a passive-aggressive acknowledgement. And you had the fucking audacity to say in this fucking video how disappointed you are to find in your notification such a negative comment from me. You want to fucking talk about disappointment? Imagine going in your notifications after leaving some constructive criticism only to find the person you had genuine hope for prior use you as an opportunity to cultivate hate and toxicity, pinning your comment, allowing his lackeys to absolutely berate you for no reason, make a live stream where names that mocked you like Archwizard Cockjay and CJ worse than a Jeet Pie and other bullshit were being endorsed and cheered on by this person you moments ago were ready to endorse on your own channel. And then to top it all off, they make a video initially after that live stream painting you as the bad guy for leaving criticism. I don't know about you, but that was pretty disappointing for me, so I guess we're both disappointed, bro. Also, let's actually assess what I said in terms of my initial comment. Let's start with the first line. Honestly, from a viewer's perspective, you seem more toxic than the individuals you encounter. Now, he made a really half-assed, shitty attempt trying to assess how this is me basically saying he's toxic by saying that when I watch his videos, that I am a viewer, therefore, it is my perspective, which when I heard that shit, bro, it was so fucking stupid, and I just knew I was dealing with a fucking idiot the moment he said that shit.
He's talking about how, from a viewer's perspective, viewer's point of view, I'm more toxic than the people I encounter. That right there, I take as an insult. The reason I did this is because yes, he is a content creator. Yes, I am a content creator. But the moment he goes through and watches my videos, he is in a viewer's point of view. He's in a viewer's perspective. So the way I took it is that, and the way I would think anyone would take it almost, is that he's watching my video, he's saying from his own point of view, you know, that's what he's saying. That's how I took it. So, I'll move on to the...
My nigga, do you see a smiley face at the end of that? Do you see it in quotation marks? I'm not trying to disassociate myself from my own comment, my guy. Let me ask you something, since you want to apply that logic to the situation. If Chef Ramsay says fuck it and orders food from another restaurant instead of cooking one night, does that no longer make him a chef? If Steven Spielberg chooses to go see a film instead of make one, does that no longer make him a director? If Serena Williams chooses to go to a game instead of participate in one, does it no longer make her an athlete? If Archwizard CJ is viewing your video instead of creating a video, does that no longer make me a content creator? If Chef Ramsay is eating another man's food, he still has a chef's palate. If Steven Spielberg watches another man's movie, he still has a director's eye. If Serena Williams is watching another athlete perform, she's still a well-trained athlete. I'm not a regular viewer, dog. If I was a regular viewer, you wouldn't pin every fucking comment I leave on your channel. I'm a content creator. I'm an active participant in the same field you are, and I have done it longer, and I'm far more successful thus far. When I'm viewing your content, it's from a content creator's perspective, not a viewer's perspective, you dirty bastard. Matter of fact, here's some more criticism. What a regular viewer is watching is you making these very stagnant and repetitive videos of you basically hound dogging anyone and everyone who doesn't softly lap the tip of your dick with their tongue and treating them as an opportunity to make some quick views. Kid called me out after I talk shit, make a video. Spam WoW in the chat, better make a video. 2v1 in the 2v2 game mode, better make a video. Is he spamming emotes? Better make a video. He said I was ass in a single match and I had to instigate the entire conversation to make this man say anything worth acknowledging? Better make a video. This man politely declined my question to upload him and gave a reasonable response as to why he was doing what pissed me off in the first place. While I respect his privacy and honor his rights and discard what would otherwise be a shitty video with no substance, better make a video. I'm not gonna go into details about his contents yet, but your channel is littered with vids like that. In fact, that's turned into a majority of your content because you only find success in controversy. Because without it, you genuinely have some of the most sleep-inducing videos I've ever seen in my fucking life. That's just me being honest, bro, I'm sorry. Which is why I went on to say, like, yes, they're cancerous dickheads, and I know first base is the double standard the internet has of constantly bombarding you with negativity, yet expecting you to just roll it off your back. But if I'm gonna talk shit, I'm gonna be blunt about it. No good fights, no passive aggressive taunting, no stirring the pot with messages. Brody, I went out of my way in this part of the comment to show you that I supported you. I sympathize with you because I know on a first basis, I know how it feels to be belittled on a daily basis. People calling you a dirty nigger who can hang in their backyard of their cotton field over a fucking video game. And these same people tell you not to retaliate as you go through this on a daily basis. And then when you finally have the audacity to get mad at it after months of dealing with it, a bunch of keyboard philosophers call you an egotistical man-child and hope your channel genuinely dies and how you've always been that person. Were they there when you were thanking your subs daily, crawling out of obscurity until you reached 100, only to finally have a presence thanks to an otherwise unknown game that gave you an opening? Or were they there when you continued to thank your supporters 5 times after? Or were they there when you were depressed because of all the negativity coming your way and no one doing anything to aid you in this endeavor? Oh, what's that? They weren't. But oh boy, CJ said he doesn't like Shaman and left a comment on the Killjoy's page. We shall be vindicated from the claws of oppression. CJ has sprung forth. The true nobleman of For Honor shall have his head on the pike. That's why every time I catch somebody saying that bullshit, I dismiss those comments as insignificant and irrelevant. Because if I were to take your pseudo-intellectual criticisms as valid judgments on my character, I would lose my identity. You obviously don't even know who I am, nor do you even know what satisfies yourself. That's why I call you insignificant and irrelevant. Not because I don't care about the people who represent or support me, because if I held your opinion on the same level as Atticus Onyx, Stefan Roof, Justin Beer, Salty Tank, Shadow Joker, and several other people who genuinely support and fund me and have actually been there since the beginning, I would kill my channel trying to fix what isn't broken. Bottom line, I can see the desperation in doing what he did to break out of the underbelly of YouTube because I was there and I still deal with it even though I'm far from there. And he hasn't even seen the success I have doing videos about the same time or length of time. So it must be even more prevalent, at least in my eye. However, my criticism was based off information I gathered, which is why I follow up literally listing the things he did wrong. And we'll see shortly, my mans does exactly that. He goads people in with either taunting messages or messages that instigate and elevate what would have been a meaningless transaction. He riles them up, goes them into a 1v1, and then he beats them. Then he uses the entire instance to make a fucking video. It's pretty fucking detestable, and when I show you his videos, you're gonna understand why I said what I said in the first place. And it is this very reason, him blatantly using these people for an upload, is why I ended this criticism with my last statement. These people are a check and a learning experience, nothing more. Stop holding them to such a high regard and feel like you need to explain yourself. Lamo. No more Lamos in 2018. I meant what I said. Basically what I meant by this is that you are so animate on making a video out of every single altercation. Stop dedicating an entire video to one person because they said some shit that doesn't sound like Mr. Rogers would say it. Judging by your actions, how you treat these people, how you blatantly exploit them, how you lie to their fucking faces about you being unbothered, yet in the matches all we hear is you talking shit and completely disregarding their wishes or wants. Brody, that's a very fair assessment. I treat the negative people I encounter as a learning experience, including you. There's not a single person you can't learn from, you dirty fucking bastard. This is a self-explanatory line. You encounter things, you learn, and you grow. How dare Archwizard describe how humans work? Egotistical man-child! What upsets me about this initial comment is that it was genuine criticism I hoped he'd genuinely review and take into consideration. However, instead of that, he used it as an opportunity to promote himself. He pinned the comment for everyone to see, as it was his latest video, and he proceeded to attack me and my character by misconstruing what I said and completely twisting my word and sentiment. After a few of his loyal subs attacked me, I replied by saying, if both of you are representatives of this channel, you're just proving my point in spades. Lamo, god damn, I need to stop fucking doing that. He pinned the comment and you two attacked me when I haven't said anything out of line, my guy. Which is big facts. You guys immediately attacked me over valid criticism. Nobody asked for clarification. Nobody asked for an explanation. In fact, they didn't even hesitate to do it. I left that comment and like fucking 15 minutes later, I was being absolutely berated by comments out of nowhere. The first one was telling me to kill myself. And then the man himself drops by, sees this entire debacle, and instead of de-escalating it, he stirs the pot and instigates the entire thing. It's almost as if I said he does that shit. Holy fuck, what the fuck? What the fuck? Well, I actually told him to leave it be where it's at. I was pretty excited when I saw your comment this morning and then was massively disappointed about it. No, bro, no. I tried for the longest time to reach out to you and collaborate with you. I think the comment you put angered some people. You did come out of nowhere and insult me and my channel. No, it's called criticism, bro. No, don't call it an insult. It's really called criticism, bro. No. Then by other people's comments said it furthers your points. I lost all respect for you here, man. No, not his respect. No, please, no. Just know that I absolutely loved your channel, and it was actually one of the bigger reasons I made my channel. You and Kenzo both mostly. No, my feelings, no, please, whatever will I do, no. Sucks the only point in time you acknowledge my existence is to insult me. You're not the hero I thought you are, and I suppose you're a pillar of the community. It saddens me to even say that. Well, fuck, I might as well die. You've done the same thing as me on your channel, except you don't even acknowledge these people are human. They're paychecks to you. At least I will say they're people. Have a good one, young visionary. Oh, that was a snapper. What a comeback. Fire mode. First of all, 15,000 subs at the time, thousands of comments per video, a total channel view of 1 million plus. You asking me to play a few times? I'm not gonna notice that in my comment section, bro. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. You're totally the only person who's ever gone through this ever. Uniquely you. I'm a dirty bastard. I'm sorry that I ignored just you. Second of all, I think the comment you put angered some people. You did come out of nowhere and insult me and my channel. Then by other people's comments you said it furthers your point. I lost all respect for you here, man. You lost all respect for me. Oh boy, I got people telling me to literally kill myself and you're justifying it, but you lost all respect for me. That's cool. Third of all, you've done the same thing as me on your channel, except you don't even acknowledge these people are human. We are not the same. You trying to say that you uploading salt videos and me uploading occasional salt videos makes us the same. It's like me saying because I have skin and a potato has skin, that makes me a potato. If we're the same, Brody, we started around the same time, we would have the same amount of success, the same amount of supporters, the same amount of presence in this community, and the same quality of videos, but we don't. You don't even put thumbnails on your shit. How am I supposed to take you seriously with this? You don't even acknowledge these people are human. They're paychecks to you. At least I will say they're people. Have a good one, young visionary. Fucker. Oh my god. I love this. It gives me all the leverage in one single sentence. You say that, at least you'll call them people. You know what else this nigga will call them in his own fucking videos?
Good fight. Or, you know, if you could call that a fight, I guess. Kind of fucking pathetic, if I'm being for real. Alright, I'm gonna get this shit over with. This is kind of fucking sad if I'm being for real here. Oh yeah, good fight. Fucking pathetic. Fucking bitch. I think I'm just gonna sprint him off the bridge. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Into the geyser!
Oh, back into the geyser. Oh my god, back into the geyser. Oh, back into the geyser. Wow, wow.
It was a 1v1, wasn't it? It was a 1v1.
Wow, wow.
Look, it was a 1v1. That's all he wanted. He didn't say we had to be fair with. He's gonna do the light spam. Oh, you off the map. Oh no, what happened? You got flawlessly 1v1 again. That's game. Are you fucking nerd? Congrats for being in a video, bitch.
There's only one video I've ever made where I insulted the people I was playing against, and that was the Just Dodge video. And I, in fact, unlisted that video for a reason. I'll get back to it later. What I find so troubling is that he is so confident in the laziness of the people involved that he truly thinks that no one will have the intellectual curiosity to watch his videos. The things I said and will say are not unfounded and are backed by evidence. An example, I have evidence. Speaking of evidence, I think it's time to move on to the next part of this video.
How was my day? My whole day has been the CJ drama. Like, I woke up, like, from the time I went to sleep, from the time I woke up less than an hour ago, the moment I woke up, I sat down in my chair and booted up my stream. The moment I sat down, I went through my phone because I hadn't picked it up. And, yeah, I realized that, I had over 400 death threats, which is 300 more than I had before. I know I've lost a lot of subscribers due to this. I've gained a lot too, though. I've lost a lot of people who've been there with me from the beginning of my channel. Yeah, no, I've had... here, I'll go through and count them for you guys. Hold on. Let me just pull up my notifications real quick. Because I literally haven't checked them just so I can keep my count on my notifications. 579 is how many death threats I've gotten. 580 actually, someone just messaged me. 580 death threats. And these aren't like, when I say death threats, I'm not talking about someone saying, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm talking about people that are saying, hey, they're gonna come and kill my family and burn my house down. Like, these are like serious shit kind of videos.
Alright, there we go. That's it too long. Now hold on, bro. Give me a second. Nah, I don't need you longer than a minute. I appreciate it though. Give me a second. Turn my shit down. So I just gotta ask this because it's a genuine question.
Sure.
It's just a genuine question. So you remember how, you know, you had that beef with Rockdog, right?
Yeah, sure.
Now, what happened with you and Rockdog? You came at him, right? You were really aggressive. You were like, "Hey, man, I don't like what you're doing. I think you're an asshole. I want to 1v1 you, all that good stuff, right?" And Rockdog, you know, he beat you in these 1v1s, and then he uploaded a video on you, and it has about 30,000 views right now, right?
Yeah, I know.
Now, I want you to be 100% honest with me. Now, I'm not accusing you or nothing. I want you to be 100% honest with me. How many people in that 30,000 views and 30,000 subscription pool of viewers sent you death threats?
Actually, none.
So nobody out of that. So you talk like. Now, I'm not putting you down. I promise you. This is not even towards you. This is for something else entirely. So you were that aggressive in your video. Rockdog uploads his video.
Yeah.
Beats you. And I saw the hate on your channel. I saw a lot of the dislikes and the people telling you, you know, fuck you, you're asshole, all the good stuff. And that's why I made my live stream, because I wanted to mitigate that. I didn't like that, you know, but it is what it is. But you made that video, Rockdog made his video, and people came to your channel, and you're telling me that out of the 30,000 people who viewed that, you got no death threats.
Nope, they just said you got your ass handed to you. That's all it was.
All right, that's all I wanted to know. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. No, man, you have a blessed day, bro. And I'm sorry for taking your time, bro. That's my bad.
No, that's fine.
All right, man.
If it was a serious question like that, I don't really care.
Oh, that's cool, bro. All right, man. You go with your friend, man. You have a good day.
What's up?
Bro, no, bro. I'm just checking in on you, bro. Everything going all right?
What's up, man? Yeah, everything's cool, man.
All right, cool, bro. So you said out of all those people, only one person had any real info?
Yeah, only one, yeah.
Have you heard anything since, or has it been cool? I dropped that post.
No, everything's been perfect now, man.
All right, cool, bro. All right, man. I'm just checking, bro, because I know you said one person. I think that's really interesting how, like, out of that circumstance, I mean, it's a blessing from God, because it could have been a lot worse. But out of all the people that saw that, you know, only one person actually did anything. But I made sure to contact authorities, and I made the post about it, so you should be straight. I was just checking in real quick. This nigga is the king of ludicrous accusations with zero fucking evidence to back up his claims. In fact, when I watch his 2 videos he's made on me, in both videos, this man says everything under the sun about me and my situation, but provides absolutely zero fucking evidence. For example,
First off, that insulted me heavily. And that, that pissed me off pretty bad. But I let it settle, let it simmer. I wasn't going to retaliate. I wanted to think about it.
But you didn't let it settle, you didn't let it simmer, and you did respond immediately. You made this video the same day I left that comment. How the fuck is that letting it simmer? This ain't a ribeye steak, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
I said you guys see that in a minute. But I digress from that. My point here is that when someone comments something like that, your immediate thought is to retaliate. And my defense for my channel is that is what I do. That is what people like to see on my channel. I retaliate. I retaliate against people who are salty. I give them a taste of their own medicine, basically, and I send them along their way. People love that kind of content on my channel.
So your defense for being a toxic piece of shit is that you retaliate to people being toxic to you and quote unquote give them a taste of their own medicine. Okay. So if we're going off that logic, explain to me why you have videos, not one video, but videos like For Honor, another salty player, wow, where the individual did nothing to you whatsoever. Number one, what they did wasn't even that egregious in the first place. Apparently what you find justifiable for making 2 videos on a single individual is spamming WoW in a group chat. And the integrity of your character especially comes into question, where right here, when this individual explains to you the harmless nature of his acts, you completely ignore his request not to get uploaded, and then make a follow-up video where you admittedly further agitate the individual, which you then say made the greatest rage clip you've ever gotten on your channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to a video. It's Killjoy here. Today I wanted to talk about the saltiest player I've ever met. So, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and start off the video by just being as blunt as I possibly can here. We met a guy, Savior Informer 76. You guys probably been seeing him comment on a lot of my videos, messaging my fans and shit like that.
He's salty, okay?
Yeah. It's great.
He's salty.
Okay, so this is the guy who I made the WoW video about, by the way. You know, WoW. Start off by saying, we did 1v1 and he did win. That part of that video was bullshit. We were trolling him, trying to see if we get a reaction out of him. And oh boy did we. Best fucking thing ever. So he's been going around commenting on all of my videos, messaging people who have commented, dropping dislikes on each one of my videos. It is absolutely phenomenal and I love this. As far as I'm concerned, more views for me, right? So in the comments, you're gonna see some inaccuracies in his comments and messages that he's been telling people. He starts saying now that I was spamming the WoW button. Yeah, me and Jacob totally did. Me and Jubba here definitely did.
So you extorted this person not once, but twice. Have the audacity to brag about it after the person explains they meant no harm, and that's giving him a taste of his own medicine? But at least I'll still call them people, CJ. Here's the scummiest part about that Savior King video on top of all that. You watch this video and go, well, I have no other evidence to go off of, so what he's saying is the only truth. It must be. You know why you can't see Savior King's side of the story? Because Killjoy deleted all his comments and most likely blocked them from his channel. See, I see all these people in my comments talking about how Killjoy deleted their comments. And when I was initially brought these claims, I thought, there has to be more to it than for him to delete comments to have evidence against him. Nope, because that's exactly what he did to Savior King. Killjoy states that Savior King, he left all those comments, yet if you look in his videos, you won't find them. Is it because he never left them? Is it because he was harassing Killjoy and Killjoy doesn't want negativity under his own channel? Nope. If it weren't for this man by the name of XM Ajax, we would have never known. The comments he deleted was Savior King pleading for the video to be removed with haste because he never asked for it in the first place. In fact, you know how he tried to say in the previous video, Savior King was so mad he blocked Killjoy? Anyone who owns a PlayStation knows when someone is blocked, you can still send messages. It won't tell you that you're blocked. No, whatever happened between him and Killjoy was egregious enough for Savior to simply deactivate the ability to send messages to his PSN altogether. That red emblem indicates that the recipient didn't receive the messages because of that or network failure. When someone blocks you, their account basically goes ghost and you can't view or see any info in their bios. You can still view the account, but it looks like nothing's there. The reason why I explain that is because if you notice, he's clearly hiding whatever altercation between him and Savior King transpired. All these screenshots show both sides of the conversation, yet this one where he tries to make it seem like it elevated in the saltiness is completely cropped out to only show his messages, meaning whatever altercation he had back and forth between Savior King was something that he wanted to remain confidential. What I find the most interesting about this entire situation is that all evidence that pointed to the contrary of the narrative he inspired in his video, he deleted off his page. Savior King pleaded for the video to get taken down. Everyone who went into the video calling him out for his blatant disrespect and hypocrisy, down to where the only comments left is an impartial one and my own, which he chose to pin for some reason. I even saw him doing this once more under his hate response toward me, where he pins a sole comment making remarks to his sub saying this is what he means, which if I'm going off the vibe he's trying to portray with the 400 death threat claim he made, he's suggesting that the viewers of my content, yes you, are such fucking vagabonds that you would berate and threaten to kill this saint, this impartial monarch off nothing but your loyalty to my channel, which if you think about it, all of his actions thus far are an insult to both you and me. He insults our intelligence for thinking we don't have enough intellectual curiosity to search back the videos he made like 7 days ago to see who he truly is prior to all this beef. He insults our integrity, like I don't encourage an atmosphere of logical assessment and analysis on my channel when that's all I do. And most of all, he blatantly insults our moral integrity, suggesting we're a bunch of fucking powder gangers sending this man hundreds of legitimate death threats over a video game squabble. What all of this tells me is that Killjoy removes, hides, and sweeps any and all evidence or controversy that he can't benefit from or would put him in a bad spotlight. And when I came along dropping genuine criticism in his channel and the way it operates, all of a sudden he promoted all evidence I left on his channel, pinning my comments not once but twice, and promoted it with his actions in the live stream, encouraging people to hate me. Oh, but then subsequently demoting and shunning any attempts to belittle me immediately after. Of course, on the surface level, actions like that make him seem like the bigger man. To me, your channel started taking major L's, according to both you and your video analytics. So now that you've tripled your sub count in about a week's time, simply mentioning my name, you now want to de-escalate the situation in order to compromise for your losses. You didn't win the 1v1, so that's a video down the drain. In fact, you haven't dropped a video in weeks prior to making the recent video you made. And I haven't even made a formal response prior to this video, and you and LostxPikachu started receiving a lot of negative feedback simply for involving yourself. More on that later. I know this nigga LostxPikachu is somehow in this. Oh my god. So now that we can acknowledge that Killjoy understands what evidence is, how to use it, and when to use it, let's see how many outrageous claims he makes in his videos and live streams, and see how much evidence is used to provide those claims. Actually, no. We can kill two birds with one stone right now. You say in your live stream how 400 people sent you death threats. How some of your closest followers have abandoned you, and how your channel has taken heavy casualties in general, all because of one upload and one comment. Now we're going to ignore the fact that in 2 videos and 3 live streams with me being brought up, he's failed to provide a single shred of evidence, not a single picture, audio recording, video recording, or even a comment, which we established earlier he knows how to do. We're going to ignore Shadow's true testimony as to how Rockdog uploading a video in a scenario incredibly similar resulted in a literal 0 death threats. We're going to even ignore the fact that Connor Beasley, an individual who gave out his entire address and government name 3 times on the internet, 2 times in front of an audience of 1,000 people has only received one single death threat, and we're gonna take what Killjoy says as literal as possible, and that my upload resulted in a subsequent 400 death threats. Now see, here's what tickles me about that upload of him. I made especially sure mirrored his style of videos. I even chose the same map you always play on, my nigga. So if that's the case, and this being the first time anyone has ever made such a claim against me, we can only go off the assertion that the videos you and I make warrant that type of response. I mean, you yourself said that we make strikingly similar content, and you can't deny that we attract the same audience because we play the same game. So does that mean when you upload people to your channel over these minor infractions that you exasperate to justify a 2-video upload, you're willingly exposing them to that potential of harm each time? I mean, I'm just going off what you said. That one video with about 23,000 views apparently warranted 400 death threats. So how many thousands of death threats have been sent to the people you make videos about on your behalf? You have a video with about 45,000 views and counting, berating someone and belittling them over some pretty standard shit talk. He was actually an asshole too. So if my video with an audience of 23K warrants 400 death threats, does a video with 45K warrant at least 800? Or are you suggesting it's because of the beef between me and you? Okay. You paint yourself as an impartial man who's forgiving and all about the positivity. You just established with your actions that 1, you're over the beef, and 2, you know what to do with evidence when it doesn't suit your agenda. You delete comments and you block people, and you disable comment sections entirely. So if we acknowledge that this beef warrants that much hostility and you're over it, why is my comment still pinned? Why is the live stream where you mock me still up? Why is your 2 videos about me still up? Why are you mocking me on Discord with subs? Why are you still browsing my channel waiting for shit to pop off so you can make some catty fucking comment about it? I'm just saying, you speak one thing, but your actions say another. Like I saw somebody saying how I focus on the Savior King video and how it was my argument against you, which isn't even correct, but whatever, my nigga. And you talk about how you're friends with him and how you guys now play together. You know, that's cool. Great. Why is the 2 videos you still made on him still on full display? Like right now, I predict this video will be out around January 6th or January 7th, and I guarantee you I will still be able to access both videos and you will still have them on your channel. Now you can make the argument that he gave his consent after the fact you became friends, but we just established those videos are ticking time bombs for murderous intent, and the video shouldn't even exist in the first place because he denied consent. So why is it still up? You could then make the argument that the reason why you disabled the comments and deleted his is because you guys agreed and you became friends again. If you delete comments because the feud between you two is irrelevant, why would you leave the video up with no context of this anywhere whatsoever? You can't make the argument that these videos are old and you forgot them because you deleted these comments only after we started beefing, and you went as far as to pen a second comment from me under that video, and the video has gained quadruple its view count since we last spoke on it, which means you're still compromising his safety by revealing them to the fucking Dothraki horde that apparently is this community. And the comments you deleted were of him asking you to delete the videos and leave him alone, and he even said he disabled the comments of the video prior because he called you out. So your actions in this instant weren't based on benevolence. By the way, I'm not on this video in particular because it's the only video where he does some objectively fucked up shit. More so is it the only one where I have tangible evidence outside the video that proves my point without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know how many videos he's altered, how many comments he's deleted, how many people he's blocked. I had a surprising amount of people telling me the same story. I even caught him saying he deletes some negative comments because he's so merciful and kind, which I then start to question when every time I say or do something you can use to your benefit, you just so happen to make a public promotion of it and do the exact opposite immediately, regardless of how quote unquote negative it is. Like I said, you say one thing, your actions say another. You see what I did there? I presented an argument, provided a reasonable amount of evidence, and followed up my explanation with my own logic and reasoning. Let's see how many bold fucking statements big boy Killjoy makes on my behalf with no fucking evidence.
Haven't even said anything out of the line, quote my guy. Yeah, you did say something out of the line. You blatantly insulted me in the comment. Like, I mean, come on.
What?
My message. And yeah, then at the last part, I went ahead and I did decide to get aggressive and call him a young visionary, quote unquote. You know, referencing him to him calling himself a young visionary.
Bro, you couldn't even get that part right. Come on now, dude. It's my Twitter bio he's referring to, where I say that shit, immediately laugh at it, then state I'm just uploading gameplay and some art, man. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? All you would have to do is snipping tool, new, drag the mouse, you're done. Let alone the fact you're spreading misinformation, but you couldn't even do that. What the fuck, bro?
Then he goes on to say this is the most bloated, pseudo-intellectual, morally high-roading, passive-aggressive fuckery he has received in months. You know, CJ, if you're watching this, I'm gonna ignore the pseudo-intellectual part. Whatever. Morally high-roading, passive-aggressive fuckery? You're the god of moral high-roading, passive-aggressive fuckery. But I'll leave that be.
Where's the evidence? The only video that I honestly ever talked down to the person I'm playing against is when I made that video on Shaman where I was frustrated facing a bunch of glitch abusing ultra gays. And the reason why I took it down is because I no longer feel that way about Shaman, because the character isn't even overpowered anymore. She wasn't even that overpowered to begin with. So there's no reason to leave a video like that up. And every single video where you 1v1 these guys, you passive aggressively berate them in the messages and act unbothered by their actions. Yet when you're actually 1v1ing them, you spurt out insults and verbally berate them, all while putting good fight in the group chat. Apparently pinning comments to mock statements and passive aggressively mentioning me and messages towards your own audience isn't passive aggressive fuck. My bad.
I'll ignore the next paragraphs because I didn't disregard your point like you said I did. I went straight to your point, actually.
No, you did not.
Man-child. Ooh, man. You know what kind of people call people snobbish, entitled man-childs? Snobbish, entitled man-child.
Hurry, fuck, hurry, fuck, hurry, fuck, hurry, fuck, hurry, shit, oh my god, I am defeated, hurry, fuck, I'm about to delete all my video on my channel, goodbye everybody, I have been defeated, hurry, fuck.
Right here, this is something that I want to bring up. Right here, you said that gets defensive in opposition or dissenting opinions. You are literally marking yourself as opposition. Fucking moron.
Do you know what the fuck opposition even means, bro? Resistance or dissent expressed in action or argument. One of its literal fucking synonyms is criticism. I even follow it up by saying dissenting opinions, which is criticism. So you're making a video response calling me a fucking moron for saying you're attacking me for leaving criticism, which proves my original point where I say you're attacking me for leaving criticism. You fucking imbecile! I don't even have anything funny to say to that. Out of all the stinky, steamy, slimy, corn-filled bullshit that you've been squirting out of that fucking mouth in the entirety of this video, that was so fucking dumb. And you said it with so much confidence. You fucking idiot. And then you lie immediately after.
You know, some of them are moderators and frequents in your live streams. They are moderators and, well, not moderators. They are frequents in my live streams, though.
That's a fucking lie. They were moderators and frequents. Look, these were people you trusted with your channel's well-being. The only reason why you cut them off is because you started receiving hate for it. And that's what you said. You said that this started receiving a lot of negative attention on your behalf. You started losing friends and all that bullshit.
Also, Kenzo and Rockdog agree with me, just saying. I didn't reply after this. This video is my reply to that comment. When you're saying fucking pathetic is having over 17,000 subscribers, going to a guy whose channel has 1,000, commenting, belittling him, insulting him on his own fucking channel, belittling his subscribers, and being a bitch about it. That's fucking pathetic. Also, Kenzo and Rockdog agree with you. Kenzo, Rockdog, if you're watching this video, I love you guys. But if you can go through these comments and stomach the shit that ArcWizardCJ has said, and reading everything here, then fuck you guys too.
Well, I guess it's fuck all three of us, because Kenzo described the way your supporters attack me as AIDS, and he watched your videos that I did and he totally thinks you're a fucking scumbag. And Rockdog applauded the way I handled your initial barrage of insults and supported me for making this video. So yeah, don't ever try begging Kenzo for a collab like you did in this live stream, and don't try to run to Rockdog claiming he watches your streams as a way to get clout, because you said that if they agree with me, then fuck them both. In fact, throw Spliced in there too, because I'm pretty sure when he sees this, he's gonna agree as well. Spliced, if you agree with what I'm saying, leave a comment so I can pin it. Be forewarned though, Killjoy will say fuck you, so you know, that's a possibility. If you don't want Killjoy to say fuck you, then be impartial, but if you don't mind, just leave a comment, bro. What hurts me the most about this video is the fact that everyone in the comments who took this as an opportunity to berate me not only empowered and validated a completely incorrect and irrelevant opinion, but it tells me that none of you actually read into what was said and just jumped at the opportunity to hate me. That tells me that a majority majority of the people involved who said shit like I'm an egotistical bitch or that I'm a toxic hater, those were opinions you already had. They just waited until someone else joined in on saying to believe those comments like some fucking beta males. Do you think I give a fuck that you forgot I existed, you random irrelevant ass nigga? You saying that faggoty ass bullshit has not stopped my channel from gaining almost 3,000 subs since that video was dropped. All these people running around like headless chickens, calling people who side with me sheep because I'm enemy, when all of you didn't even try to understand the situation and just came in swinging like Killjoy did, like fucking sheep. He even tries to feed into this by saying that my 17k subs at the time are attacking his 1k and how that makes me a bully. Remember earlier how I said that a chef is still a chef even though he's in the role of a consumer? Let's look at the exact opposite. Do you need to be a chef to tell somebody that their shit sandwich tastes like shit? Do you need to be a director to have a valid opinion on whether you like the movie or not? Do you need to be an athlete to say whether or not an athlete is performing well? If you answer no to all of these questions, please explain how it somehow makes more sense that a channel that is more successful in the field you're trying to be successful in is not allowed to leave criticism on your channel pertaining to your videos. This shit is killing me. Alright, and guess, here's the kicker. Guess who the fuck out of all the people who could have had the audacity to try and capitalize off the situation, guess who the fuck shows up out of fucking nowhere to make himself a victim? Let's take a break from the homie Killjoy and let's talk about LostxPikachu. So LostX made a video regarding the matter. Yes, LostxPikachu, the person who I've had on my friends list since the entire altercation in T.I.W.A.S.L. 2. The #1 PK in the world, bro, formerly. That's 9 months of him being on my friends list, impartial and secluded. Now the last time we had a conversation, it was about how he was threatening to delete my channel because he couldn't handle criticism. But that's okay because that was 9 months ago. I made an apology video, we let bygones be bygones. I forgave him for threatening me and using his dead fucking father as a bargaining chip for justifying why I should delete my entire fucking channel. I even went as far as to make an apology video for the initial wave of hate he got. Did he extend that same courtesy to me? No. Did he even try to negotiate with me after that video? No. Is the first video he's made about me since that altercation a video promoting controversy and hate? Yeah. And the message he tries to paint in this video is the most condescending, redundant bullshit I've ever seen.
Not too long ago, we had a heated argument, and we became friends, I thought, and he told me, I don't want any more drama between us. Thought we were friends, but it's been 6 months, and you literally just said, fuck my dad, yet again. And then you complain about mouse to feed, as if you aren't sitting in the house 24/7 with no job, while your dad pays for your haircuts and anything else you might need. But thank you for saying that about my dad. It really shows the type of person you really are, CJ. But let's continue on with the vid. Hello guys, this is LostxPikachu, and today I'll be doing a video about how I personally feel about Archwizard CJ.
Baby girl, I moved out of my dad's house months ago. I make my own money off YouTube and I'm currently working with people to pull in as many streams of revenue as I can. I'm determined. I have a genuine plan, an end goal, baby girl. These videos are stepping stones to that goal. Don't get it twisted. The passion I put into them is genuine and the friendships are real. But I promise you, baby girl, these last few months have been taking as many steps as possible to be as independent as possible on my behalf. I appreciate you once more for bringing up shit that has nothing to do with the topic at hand. What does my dad being an active father in my life have to do with me and Killjoy? Absolutely nothing. That's cool. Killjoy lives with his grandparents. How about you talk about him? In fact, you sound a little jealous. You're a little salty that I still have a dad that can get me haircuts, nigga. How about you watch your fucking mouth and mind your fucking business when you talk about my family, Brody? As a matter of fact, I might call my dad right now. I mean, if you want to compare dads, that's cool. You got 7 Dragon Balls to wish that nigga back to life? Oh, you don't? Oh, then how about you honor your father's memory? Let that man who has nothing to do with the situation rest in peace and respect my pops and don't mention him again. Like I swear on my life, I won't mention yours again after this video. You want to know why I said fuck your dad? Because when you came to me, emotionally fragile and unable to handle criticism, threatening to delete my channel, trying to blackmail me, and bullying me for having the audacity to upload a video you consented on, you sat there in my fucking face and used your father passing away as a bargaining chip to why I should delete my videos. That wasn't an insult to your dad. May he rest in peace. That was an insult to you, you fucking dirtbag. Also, you try to claim we're friends and that me saying what I said about your father really told you what kind of person I was behind closed doors, you know, as I live streamed to 300 people behind closed doors. Oh, so we're talking about how actions speak louder than the word. How about we talk about inaction? The last conversation we had that was of any substance was in April. You didn't hit me up about Natural Killer. You didn't hit me up about my Q&A. You didn't hit me up when I first thanked the people who support me on my channel. You didn't hit me up when I said my channel was garbage. You didn't hit me up when I said the game was dying. You didn't hit me up when I thanked my first stream donation. You didn't hit me up on my birthday. You didn't hit me up when I said I was taking a break from the game. You didn't hit me up on my third appreciation post. You didn't hit me up when I said I was depressed. You didn't hit me up with no C. You didn't hit me up when I came back to the game. But what's that? Controversy that has nothing to do with you? Are you going to include yourself in a drama that absolutely has nothing to do with you? Then have the audacity to pull out the victim card? Like any hate that gets directed toward you is my fault and not yours? Okay, dude. Okay. And the video is so full of bullshit. 90% of it isn't even your video. It's you taking snippets of my live stream and playing like fucking all the Killjoys vid with no further remarks or anything to chime in on the situation, then mumbling some straight fucking garbage afterwards that has nothing to do with anything. Listen, just listen.
No, I'm not hating on you anything, CJ. I mean, you make yourself look bad by doing dumb stuff like this, so it's like, why even bother? Like, there's a whole bunch of things we could ask that question with. Why even bother with me? Is it because I started getting subs again? Why even bother with Killjoy? Is it because he started gaining subs? Why even bother at all? Because you were bored and wanted to attack small YouTubers? Like, we'll never know. But good for you. Like, you did something. Congratulations. You look bigger than you are right now. Well, fatter than your ego. Well, you know, hopefully when you do give me a response, it won't be a whole encyclopedia of words. It'll just be a straight sentence. Because, you know, I'm sorry doesn't really count when you do the same shit all over again. But, you know, good on you, bro. Good on you.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? You involved yourself. I didn't make a vid about you, a comment about you, a post about you. In that same live stream, I was timing out and banning people who try to make fun of you or encourage hate immediately. I was doing it so much and so frequent, you even put it in your video because that was the only clip you can use to make your point. Your point that was pointless. You went out of your way to find a live stream I unlisted that had nothing to do with what you said it did. Merely had to do with the hilarious thing I found of an anonymous individual trying to get my channel deleted over that video, who at the time I assumed was you. In fact, you even acknowledged in your own comments under the video that you made about me that my live stream had nothing to do with you. And even more so, I actually state why I made that live stream, saying it was to thank everyone and share a laugh with all my supporters and family who keep me going to make videos after you threatened to take that away from me over some shit you was feeling because of some bullshit you started. But you're not gonna put that in the video, huh? You just want to take those 3 minutes of me recalling an actual event that actually happened and use that 3 out of 35 minutes of footage regarding you to make your little bullshit ass point. Your video has more footage of Roger's 8-minute vid than it does my entire 35-minute live stream, and you honestly think that's a valid argument full of relevant criticism on my stance in the situation. And what hurts me the most is that I know somebody is gonna look at that bullshit, dumb, fucking fraudulent ass video and be like, wow, Pikachu, I had no idea CJ was really like that. You really opened my eyes and brought to light who CJ really is. I don't have any intellectual curiosity. I'm not gonna try and understand the situation fully. I'm just gonna go with whoever uploads the latest. What's that? Pikachu uploaded the video last. Well shit, everything he says must be true. Fuck that nigga CJ, fuck him. And what hurts me even more is Connor, the nigga who was so angry he dropped his entire address in a live stream to 1,000 people. Even he took the time to research the situation to see what I was saying, and even he had the integrity and maturity to apologize for jumping to conclusions. Even the 15-year-old boy who practically lives in a fucking Amish town honored a 1v1 with me for a live stream. How the fuck do you, the individual who has had personal contact with me since April, not once even try to talk to me, and then you involve yourself in a two-sided argument to make a passive-aggressive nod towards past issues that I thought had been resolved, and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You want to know why I'm so... You know what? Hold on. First of all, you've had my dick in your mouth for 9 months. That's not awkward. You don't find that weird? You're trying to have a conversation with your mom, you got 2 balls hanging out your mouth? Second of all, you want to know why I'm so angry at you, bro? You know what? No. I'm going to save that for the end of the vid. Let's get back to my last point on Killjoy. This is my last criticism on the matter. I'm going to make it brief and to the point. Killjoy does not deserve the momentum he's getting, nor does he deserve the support. His videos are monotonous, simplistic, unoriginal, and so low quality. He doesn't even take the time to make thumbnails. He literally just squirts out a video, edits them all the exact same way, and hits send with some clickbaity titles. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I can cut together 5 different videos and you wouldn't even know they were different videos cut together. And out of all the videos he's uploaded, about half of them are boring 1 to 2 hour streams that he just leaves out in the open to inflate an otherwise juvenile number of videos and views. All of his actual content is literally the same video with different people. He starts off emoting a character with no HUD. He talks to the audience. He either shows the fight, the messages, or both. Like and subscribe. And he does it all within Share Factory. I had a fucking Elgato capture card at 50 subs. I was using a laptop from 2006 that you had to hard boot to start up, but I was still trying my hardest to make it work. You are doing the bare minimum possible to grow, and it's working because of you exploiting people. You're using cheat codes, basically. That is literally all of his videos, save for like 1 or 2. Even the videos he's made on me are the exact same format. I understand consistency. I do. But that is not consistency. That's redundancy. People try to say our content is similar or comparable, and I am deeply insulted by that. He uploads what literally every clout chaser uploads. Controversy. People try to make that argument against me, but you realize out of the 11 months I've been making For Honor videos and the near 100 videos I have uploaded, I've only uploaded 4 episodes of This Is What a Scrub Looks Like, including this one. His content is garbage. His personality is fraudulent. It's pretty easy to be the nice guy when you paint yourself as the victim of the wrath of this malevolent YouTuber who's picking on you. Never mind the fact that all of your uploads are picking on people who have no network of support to defend them should a horde of subscribers come their way. But I want to make this point especially about your personality being fraudulent, right? See, me and Kenzo, we see what kind of person you are. We've dealt with you before. People like you, rather. So when he saw you and I saw you, we knew exactly what to call you and we knew exactly what to label you as. My sister made a really beautiful point about how I conduct myself on my channel and how I present myself to this audience. And here's what she said. She said, and I quote, "I'm an asshole. I'm a dickhead. I'm not humble in the sense that I make people feel good to talk shit against me then lose to me. In fact, if I could be honest with you, I'm not that humble at all in the traditional sense. I'm humble in my own way. I give thanks. I admit when I'm wrong. I'm not scared to laugh at myself at this point. I welcome friendship and I love everyone who helps me and makes me feel special in my channel. But I'm a crass, blunt, and relatively confrontational asshole. I'm tired of backing down and being second fiddle, so I get in people's faces a lot nowadays. I talk shit. I honestly don't see the problem with talking shit in general. You're full of shit if you're honestly trying to say you don't and you never have, which is why I say Killjoy's so full of shit when he said he doesn't and that he never has. But the point I'm trying to make is that even though my online persona is a tad exaggerated because it's a fucking game, I hope you niggas realize that it's a fucking game, that I'm still, for the most part, me. I'm not pretending to be benevolent or anything of sorts. I'm not pretending to be somebody that I'm not. I don't like people. I don't like bullshit. I say faggot a lot. I say cuck a lot. I'm from the ghetto, so I say nigga a lot. That's me. I'm sorry. That is. See, it's very easy with a handful of subs barely paying attention to get away with the shit you get away with, Roger. You know why I said your channel won't go the distance? On top of the quality of your videos, how long can you keep that up, bro? Like, real talk. It's easy now because of how small you are, but all it takes is one mistake, one too many people to fuck with, one too many times that you think you're gonna get away with something, and it's immortalized on the internet forever. We've seen so many times what being fraudulent gets you. So, you know, I guess I encourage you, keep it up. Keep pretending that you aren't who you are and keep pretending that you won't do what you do. Let's see which upload, which stream, which comment, which person is all it's going to take to ruin everything you built off a shaky foundation in the first place. Shit, that might be this video. Who knows? The reason why I pursue this so passionately is not some innate blind hatred with unfounded ideologies or because of some vengeful passive-aggressive tendency lingering. Killjoy himself is a very predictable person, very two-dimensional, rudimentary, and simplistic. It's not that I despise just him, but I despise what he represents, and I despise how he does so. Fuck the music, fuck the background noise, let me talk to you, me to whoever the fuck's listening. I'm so disgusted, sick, tired, and frustrated by the few individuals who manipulate and abuse the powers that be to find a shortcut to success, to growth, to well-being, or just to some sort of expansion in general. The reason why I uploaded the gameplay in my last video was multi-purposeful, and this is my final purpose on it. Why is Killjoy relevant right now? Is it because he's a phenomenal player? Obviously not. He was one of the most stalest and most predictable set of high-profile 1v1s I've ever fought. Dude was predictable, scared to throw anything out because I kept countering. He just relied on two mechanics entirely. Eventually, his patterns became so linear, I just zoned out entirely, and I was still 5-0ing him. So that can't be it. Is it because of his exceptional editorial skills and quality content? Nah. I've seen people with just Share Factory create rather impressive pieces of media. T.I.W.A.S.L.L, I think he only used Share Factory and he was making entire cinematics. Top Ramen Shaman is another example of an individual using limited resources to create thorough, well thought out guides and tutorials and meaningful gameplay videos. I see smaller channels like Mr. Medium uploading consistently and maintaining the same level of quality each video. Same with phenomenal players like Flux Deluxe, God's Child, Funkshroom. Beezy is criminally underrated. I think the fact that his channel is stuck where it's at because of his refusal to upload salty gameplay speaks volumes on this community. His gameplay is fun, his editing and personality is unique, and at a level where I honestly don't see why he isn't already in the clouds with people like Jacksepticeye and Multiplier, or Markiplier, my bad. I'm being real, by the way, with that. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. You got Nate Cadillac, another consistent uploader who doesn't hesitate to give back to his community. You have people like Melbeam, a laid back and exceptional, very fantastic Kensei player. I think he's one of the top in the world, whose personality has patience I can only dream of. So many examples littered in the underbelly of this community, but instead you have people harassing me and threatening me, championing a man who straight bullies, harasses, and forces videos out of the people he encounters, like squeezing the juice out of a fucking orange. His videos are painful to watch. The exact same video told several different ways, with each way pointing to the same conclusion. He doesn't even use a different song. He uses the same track, a PlayStation mic, no editing past screenshots, and slowly rotating his camera around his fucking character. This dude doesn't even make thumbnails. He just uploads raw footage and slaps a clickbaity title on it. So that can't be it. Is it because of his personality? No. His demeanor 180 from a passive-aggressive fuckboy to St. Peter conveniently when he started beef with me. Beforehand, he was the shit-talking his comment deleting his suffering succotash in the West Coast. So that can't be it. You want to know why Killjoy is relevant? The same reason why a lot of talentless personalities are relevant on YouTube in general. Controversy. It saddens me so much because I've studied, I've watched, and I've witnessed these small YouTubers trying to get big in the realm of For Honor. Blessed and actually talented content creators like Beezy, genuinely funny, fantastic editing, and a phenomenal personality. Artistically inclined like God's Child, who I can see as the ambition and is willing to put the time into creating his video. Raw player skill like Flux Deluxe, who gets compared to Mapro off his skill and expertise with Raider. And if you want me to be honest, Killjoy himself is just a shittier version of Shmolty, just my opinion. So many capable, incredible sources of amazing content out there struggling to get their faces to be known. It fucking took Jerome till season 4 to hit 10k subs, for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ. The reason why all of these channels struggle to make it big is not because their content is worse, it's not because they aren't consistent or capable or enjoyable. The one thing all these channels that are superior to many big channels, including mine in quite a few ways, that gets them unexposed is because they don't upload salt. None of them have. And because they refuse to go out searching for fucking videos to make and exploit any unlucky fuck who comes across their name tag in a sour mood, for some reason they remain in obscurity. Every single time a small channel uploads a salt video, it fucking catapults their viewership as well as their subscriptions. Killjoy tripled his sub count, milking a single comment I left on his page. All of these channels have mediocre viewership until some fuck gives them the opportunity to upload them, and they do so in spades. You want to talk about toxic content creators ruining the community, yet the community empowers them. All I'm gonna say is this. Year 2 For Honor is coming. Season 5 is coming. And I want you to ask yourselves this. When the time comes for this game to inevitably revive itself out of the ashes of its first year, springboard it back to the state of relevancy where the game can be remarked as a household name like we've always wanted. Do you honestly want the faces, the pillars of this community to be fucking untalented, uncreative, fraudulent sleazeballs doing the bare minimum to gain momentum and expecting them to be greeted by the new faces to come through? To them, that just means more opportunities for salt videos. These channels need to die. Not because I'm mad at Killjoy. Fuck that nigga. This is bigger than him. I begrudge regret making my assault videos in the beginning. Kenzo does, and so many other pillars of the community, because we feel we encourage this. All of us, including people who don't even play the game anymore, have assault videos that exploded in views because this community craves it. These channels need to die because they're parasites, leeching off everyone else and using controversy as the primary source for their momentum. They inspire toxic viewers to go around berating people biasly, and most of all, it discourages any and all actual capable creators of even trying to begin with. We need more Beezies, we need more Jeromes, more Shmolties, more Splices, more Kenzos, more Mr. Mediums, more Fluxes. We need to encourage, promote, and implore a community of actual content creators and talent, not this fucking garbage. The reason why I was so hurt by LostX is because I was just having this conversation with fellow YouTubers, and I wanted to start a movement promoting these small channels out of obscurity so we can have a healthier and stronger community that's more dynamic in terms of quality and content. But now, fuck them. Lost, you stay where you belong. You deserve to be down there. All this time, and the best content you've put out is controversy surrounding me. 9 months of complete silence. And the 2 most viewed videos that have you in them in this community both revolve around me. That's embarrassing. To Killjoy, you can go ahead and pretend that you're unbothered, tell people you're laughing it off, and pretend to be benevolent. Let's see how far that and your content gets you. To all these small YouTubers who deserve their recognition, your time is coming. Have faith and keep being beautiful, talented, and actually unique individuals. I don't have the ability to affect YouTube as a whole or influence a large amount of people outside this community. But apparently I am a pillar in this community, so I want to work together with at least this community to bolster its morale and bolster its quality so we can improve as people as a whole. This has been ArchWizard CJ. I wish you all a good morrow, and I'm off for the time being.
This has been an ArchWizard CJ special. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Here we go. Can y'all really feel it? East Coast, West Coast, can you feel it?